welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television, live from Lagos. A reminder of our main stories. War against terror records success in Adamawa State as vigilante group in Madagali kills more than 70 insurgents. President Goodluck Jonathan and some African leaders attend security meeting at the instance of the French president to end insurgency. Channels Television leads the digital broadcast revolution in Africa, seeks greater synergy with fellow African broadcasters. And Indians decide. Entrepreneur voted in as Prime Minister, signaling a shift from the Gandhi ruling dynasty. Well, all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. And please interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, iOS, and Windows 8 platforms. If you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. Protesters calling for the rescue of the over 200 abducted schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State, are expected to take their protest to the presidential villa next week to demand the release of the girls. This was part of a resolution reached by the group, who described the visit as necessary to hear firsthand what the president of the country is doing to free the girls from their abductors and return them to their parents.
Protesters calling for the rescue of schoolgirls abducted 1 month ago by members of the Boko Haram terrorist group continued their sit-out at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. The group has resolved to visit the president to enable them know what is being done to rescue the abducted girls.
Just as we have asked the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff, we intend to ask him exactly what is going on the rescue operations. We have some key questions about the response time within which the girls were abducted. We have concerns about what is going on within a state of emergency where children have consistently been abducted, to the extent that we have a situation now where over 200 girls were abducted. How is that possible for that to happen within a state of emergency? Noting the fact that the security budget has been quite a large one, noting the fact that the federal government has continuously made provisions for substantive funding for security in our budgets from 2012, 13, and 14.
We've been to the National Assembly to speak to the Senate President and the Speaker. We've been to the Office of the National Security Advisor. We've been to the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff. And we've been to the Governor of Borno State. And from all these, we've got sufficient information to clearly link the demands of Chibok mothers for their children and the Chibok community, the demands of Nigerians, and what the authorities are doing.
There are also plans by the group to facilitate the establishment of a trauma center for victims of the Boko Haram crisis, as well as the development of the entrepreneurial skills of some of the schoolgirls who have escaped.
We believe also beyond whatever might obtain within the WAEC and SSCE, we think it's important for us to consider providing them with skills, entrepreneurial skills on a day-to-day basis. These girls will probably require more immediate needs of a skill beyond their taking their WAEC and then their jump examinations.
The plea for the release of the abducted schoolgirls still continues. Many Nigerians are eagerly looking forward to the rescue of the abducted girls by security forces.
The abduction of over 270 Nigerian girls has not only outraged women and the international community, it is now raising concerns about the safety and security of the girl child and female folk in general. At a town hall meeting organized by Women in Management, Business and Public Service, WIMBIZ, participants highlight the way forward and the role of individuals, NGOs and corporate organizations towards ensuring a safe and desirable society for the girls. Our correspondent, Kelvin Obeting, reports.
Beyond the demand for the release of the abducted Chibok girls, the other aspect that attention should be given to is how to support both those who have escaped and those still held captive to enable them to reintegrate into the society. To lend their support to this worthy cause are female professionals, businesswomen, and public servants. Among them are the Deputy Governor of Lagos State and the wife of the Lagos State Governor. The event provided a platform for robust discussions, suggestions, and unification of efforts to effect change for social and economic development. Participants are of the opinion that the girls need to be psychologically and medically assessed.
We know the culture in the north. They don't come out. They're timid. But what should we do? We should go there and encourage them, tell them we're with them, we feel them.
We need to figure out practical ways for which we will take the counseling sessions to. Maybe we want to think about setting up hotlines, make these lines available, make it public so that they can call. The parents are also encouraged to call so that they can get the much needed help.
More importantly, these girls will need family support and empowerment against societal stigma.
We need to show them that there's nothing bad in having an education and that they should not relent. We would support them. The scholarship, we have agreed that we all would do that. And then we will support them with their needs, household needs, food and all that. You know, just to bring them back so that they would become better people in our society as well.
It represents our faith and our belief that the girls will come back. So when they're back, and the ones who are already back, how can we help them reintegrate into normal life? And we ourselves as well talks about adopting girls ourselves, deciding to pay the school fees of individual girls, gathering money to be able to rebuild the school so that they can go back.
But beyond the talks, actions are expected to be taken from here. Organizers believe the resolutions from this meeting will influence the decisions of governments and concerned organizations in their effort to rescue the girls. Kelvin Obeting, Channels Television News.
In the meantime, elder statesman Edwin Clark has described members of the Islamist sect Boko Haram as evil men. He condemned the abduction of the schoolgirls, but expressed optimism that the nation will triumph over evil. Chief Clark shared his thoughts with journalists today.
The Right Women's Organization problem today, we are very, very sad indeed that over 270 young ladies have been kidnapped or abducted by evil men, by people who have no regard for human beings. And these poor girls have been taken to some places where they have been humiliated, religion forced on them against their will. It's a very sad occasion. And I do hope very soon we will have cause to celebrate their return.
Well, military intervention in Nigeria's northeast has taken a different dimension as the eye of the world is now on Nigeria's fight against insurgency, which has disturbed 3 states of the region. Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, has perhaps seen more of the attack, but as an extension is considered for the state of emergency in the 3 states, residents in those areas anticipate the day when their communities will return to their usual peaceful nature. Our correspondent, Sheung Okimbaloye, reports.
3 states in Nigeria's northeastern region deeply hit by the Boko Haram insurgency: Yobe, Adamawa and Borno states. Thousands have been killed and hundreds left injured. The communities attacked by the insurgents left desolate. The insurgency has gotten more attention recently when over 200 schoolgirls from a government school in Chibok in Borno State were abducted. As the concern take a global dimension, the Nigerian military too has discovered the need to up the ante. The military campaign has now taken a different approach. Air support has commenced since last year to assist the ground efforts. 2 fighter jets have been dedicated in the fight, and a surveillance jet which does daily patrol of the areas for monitoring and detection of the insurgents' activities. Maiduguri has received perhaps the most of the insurgent attacks. The usually bubbling city has been left in the shadow of itself. Residents, due to state of emergency, simply don't venture going anywhere from the hour of 6 in the evening. And from post to post, military checkpoints dot every nook and crannies of the state. The military too are on standby, as the night hours are often the most dangerous. It's about midnight now. The soldiers are not sleeping. In fact, soldiers and insurgents too are not sleeping. This is about the time we were told that insurgents wake from their beds for their attacks, and the soldiers are battle ready to take them down. They're almost ready now to move out on this kind of day, and this is what they say happens on a daily basis. When day breaks, business activities resume. Interestingly, the city of Maiduguri is getting back to its usual nature. Heavy vehicular traffic is the order of the day, but the residents are still wary of the Boko Haram insurgency that has left their city in fear.
Boko Haram is not a religion. In Islam, there is nothing like Boko Haram. What we believe, Islam is peace. Our religion preaches us peace, and that is what we are practicing. So what we need is to get a normal situation whereby everybody will go to his own business without any fears or chores.
In one of the popular markets in Maiduguri, the youth are agitated and strongly oppose the philosophy the sect holds about Islam.
The activities of the military on ground, and with the level of collaboration and understanding from both international allies and the Nigerian public, the hope is rising by the day. And with the level of efforts on ground, you will have noticed that the Air Force is on air virtually for 24 hours, all on patrol. You will see that the number of ground troops involved in ensuring that they maintain a high level of mobile patrol.
As the search for the schoolgirls continues, the expectations of the people are also high, not only to find the girls, but that peace should return to their communities. The pressure is on the military too to take on the fight to a concluding point. Sheun Okimbaloye reporting for Channels Television News.